Hey, Catalyst crew. Welcome to episode 4 of Catalyst Corner. It's Wednesday, so we have Partially Proficient with us. And, yeah, let's get into it.
All right. So, you were telling me when I got here about your little foray into the old tea.
So,
What's going on with it?
Sure. So, about 7 years ago, I didn't drink anything but tea. That was the only way I was getting my my caffeine fix. And someone who shall remain nameless got me addicted to, it started with coffee and has escalated to the highest level of energy drinks around. Drink 1 Reign a day. Very unhealthy.
Oh, that's not
like
excessive. That's not excessive.
300 milligrams of caffeine.
You have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
And like all sorts of other shit that I don't even know what it is and have done no research into, and is probably, there's like a twin sprouting out of my kidneys.
You know what I work with daily. Daily. People coming in, ripping butts, draining bangs, like multiple. Within people who come into work and they're there for like 40 minutes. I'm not going to name names. The old Ed.
Just doxing people.
Oh, Ed, yeah. Yo, they're going to go, oh, Ed.
Oh, Ed, guy. Yeah, I know Ed.
I know Ed. He comes into work. He rips a whole pack of Marbreds on his way in.
That is insane to me. A whole pack.
Well, it's between like when he gets out. It's a lot. It is like most of the pack
How
done.
much does a pack of cigarettes cost?
Like a lot of money. It's like I used to know back when I was like a convenience store.
It's like as much as like cheap booze now, right?
I want to say it could be like more, depending on where you're at. It can be like $10 a pack.
That is insane.
Yeah, so he was ripping a pack of fucking Marbreds on the way in. He always has bangs. The man's like 65. He's had a heart attack.
Why does he have bangs?
Bangs.
Bang? Oh, bags. Bags?
Bangs. Bang, the energy drink. Bang.
Oh, wait.
No.
He's had a heart... I thought you meant like bangs. Like I was like, what, is he just disheveled? He's just rocking bangs?
No. The Bang energy drink, dude.
So you're telling me his combination to start his day is a pack of Reds and a Bang energy drink.
I'm saying... I didn't say bang. I said bangs.
Oh, he bangs.
I'm saying he has like a bang with him that he'll be like just finishing off as he rolls in the door, reaches in his bag, pulls out another one, cracks that son bitch before lunch.
I think like in the medical textbooks, that's too much. Like they tell you like you can't have more than this.
He's not done for the day. That's just what I see before my shift is out the door. I have no idea how he's alive. I have no idea.
Like, he must just be perpetually tired, though, right?
No, he's a great dude. He's ready. He's always up. He's ready.
Yeah, because he's whacked out on stimulants.
I was going to say, how is he going to be tired? He's had like 8 cigarettes and a bang by the time he's in the door.
It might be cheaper for him to mainline a little bit of the Bolivian. It might be cheaper.
Yeah, we got guys doing that too.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I work in a fun field.
That makes me feel better, but I'm trying to get back to my
doing the tea.
I'm trying to get back to it. Okay? Trying to be healthier.
The old Bolivian tea.
Trying to be healthier. Okay? Trying to get off the rain. And you got to bring up Ed, who is speeding 90 miles an hour into what I can only imagine is a flaming casket.
He's going to live to be 100.
Yeah, he'll outlive me, hands down.
It's insane. That's how it works.
So, I reached out to this company that's actually they're based in Taiwan, and they have some bespoke tea. So what they do is, I guess over there are these tea fields that have kind of gone, have been abandoned, and so they're recovering them, and they're basically doing a sustainable tea situation. And I reached out to them. They're sending me a bunch of teas. We're going to try them before we give them a plug, but I'm very excited. I'm real into it. Purple tea. Did you know that was a thing? Did you know about purple tea?
No.
Yeah.
I have no.
I didn't know either.
What's a purple tea?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Yeah, I'll try it.
It should be here. What we'll do is on the next episode, it should be here. So we'll crack into some of that as well as some of the old.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
But it's always IPAs here. Like that's not like
It's always summertime.
It's not like my drink of choice. It's not what I would go to. I appreciate them, and like oddly enough, the more I have them, it's just like my body getting adjusted. I'm like, yeah, all right.
You know what it is for me is I just like, it reminds me of summer. It reminds me of summer. I really like the floral.
I get that
kind of flavors. Like that's how I go into it. It rolls into the tea.
Of the summer type stuff. You know where these would be real good?
Where's that?
Out on the old boat.
The old pontoon.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're down.
Yeah, we gotta do some lake time stuff. Maybe.
I think we should do a live stream from the boat.
Yeah, I want to do it.
All right.
It's fine, dude. We're fucking marrying someone out on the boat.
Who's
or
ordained?
Not marrying. They're
Is someone ordained?
They're getting engaged on the boat. There's an engagement type plan going.
It's weird that has its own little like ecosystem.
Yeah, and apparently, don't quote me. I'm far from a fucking expert, but apparently, if you are a boat captain, you can marry people.
Do you have to?
I don't know how that fucking works.
You have to be on the open sea, though. You can't do it on a lake.
No, it does not matter if you are a captain who. You have to have some sort of charter vessel type license. If you're a captain, you can just fucking marry people.
That is a strange, like that. I don't know. That seems like video game logic to me a little bit. You know, like you can just, if you have enough money, you can just buy a boat and then you are qualified to marry.
Well, you got to
people.
take the classes to be able to pilot the boat. But yeah,
but do they cover marriage?
No.
Do they cover maritime marriage in the classes?
You can marry people. It doesn't matter.
Leave us a comment if you are.
I want everyone to just tell me what a lying asshole I am, because I'm spouting what I've heard from other people.
Yeah, but if it turns out to be true,
and they've been researching it, but like it's probably blatantly untrue, and I'm not going to research it.
Well, what bothers me even more is that like whoever's researching it is feeding into this because they want to do some marrying.
Yeah,
you can't just willy nilly marry people.
All right, we got approached by some friends of ours, and they straight up, guy was like, "Hey, want to propose to the old girl?"
And I want to do it on your boat.
I want to do it on a boat.
You have a boat.
But our boat is being serviced. And then they were like, "Oh, you have a boat." We're like, "Okay, well, yeah."
Now, are you all going to be on the boat or are they taking the boat?
So we're going to be on the boat.
This is weird. I don't like all of this.
Okay, I say friends of ours. They're not even my friends.
Wait, but you're going to be there?
Yeah. I don't know them.
Everything about this is insane.
I'm going to be there for some people I've never met. Like, having one of the most special moments of their lives. I'm probably going to be a little drunk. It's going to be odd.
In my head, the way that it looks is you're just fucking gaping-eyed at these people. Just, like, giving them the bug-eyed stare, you know what I mean? As this dude is trying to focus and remember what he wants to say to his proposee, I don't know if that's what they call it. And you're just sitting there, beer in hand, bugging out, looking at these people.
Yeah, IPA in hand.
Oh, good. Well, you're leaning into the summer.
I want you to... like the Hawaiian shirt, not quite as buttoned as you'd like it to be.
Yeah, it's like a little suggestive. Like you can't see a nip or anything, but you know.
Yeah. And
if a wind came.
I'm not blinking. I'm staring him
it's
down.
Like, you know what it is? As I'll even make it more cartoony. You become one of the frogmen from Spirited Away. Like that's how it is in my head. Yeah.
Just the most intrusive but he's on our fucking boat.
A little porn stash like that they have too. Just the whole thing. You're just gaping. You become an animated frogman staring at this guy as he's trying to confess his love. Yeah. I'd like to think it shakes him a little.
He can't. He's fucking distracted. He's trying to stay focused.
Well,
eyes are roaming over
you
to me.
violated the laws of physics by becoming a cartoon character, so I'd like to think that would trump any type of proposal.
Yeah. So that's just what's going on with it. Yeah.
You think he powers through? He does. Like, he wants to marry. Like, that's how you tell. That's the test.
That's the love,
You
yeah.
become a cartoon frogman from Spirited Away, and whether or not he can get through the proposal will tell you whether or not the marriage is going to make it.
Yeah. That's big. That's how everyone gets married.
That's why I can't. I could never. Because I immediately, as soon as you begin to morph, almost like an anamorph.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but
You
that's
gotta
how
really
it
fucking bring me back to the Animorph covers.
is. Yeah, it's just you anamorphing into the frogman from Spirited Away.
Oh, I love him, dude.
I might have to make that. Take a picture of the guy proposing and see if you can get him to sign a release, and we'll do an art print of it.
Yeah. All right.
He might.
Yeah, we'll talk about
He's
it.
getting married on your fucking boat. Why not?
Yeah.
Not the weirdest thing that would happen
unreal.
that day. Yeah, very good.
All right.
Let's
don't even
let's
know
get
where we
into
got
let's get into a bit of a Jellicle episode.
Oh, very Jellicle feeling. Okay.
So for those of you who don't know, which is all of you, a long time ago, I want to say maybe in the 80s, this has to be a product of the 80s, right? Mm-hmm. There was a fine gentleman who's still around today by the name of Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Genius.
Some have called him a genius in his time. Some have called him the greatest showman. That's actually a Sondheim. I think that's a Sondheim reference. I don't know. I don't know how I know so much about theater. Good for me. And he wrote and produced a little ditty called Cats.
Oh, it's our favorite.
Well, the stage play.
Yeah. Let's keep that straight. The stage play. It's just,
I don't want you guys to have any doubt in your mind, but Partially Proficient and myself, we are expert witnesses when it comes to cats.
Yeah, and it wasn't always that way, and it wasn't always. It wasn't a very willing transition for me.
Are you saying that I
first.
forced you? Are you saying I forced you against your will in front of all these people? You're going to come out and say that you were forced to partake in the glory that is Mr. Mistopheles.
So let me paint the picture. Let me really give the people.
I like
what's
that you
going
changed your posture for this.
Oh yeah, this is where it all comes out. It's very important. So you used to be a more senior member of the company we both worked for. Very in with the boss. Not that I wasn't, but you know, we were probably a little bit closer in there. We were having some slow days at the office, not too much going on. And you pull me into your office. You sit me down. And you tell me, you're watching Cats today. And I was like, no, I'm not going to sit down and I'm not going to watch Cats. I'm not going to... What, hour and 46, hour and 50 minutes stage play?
Something
I
along
protest
those lines.
a lot. And in fact, I don't know that it happened that first day, but you just persisted.
Yeah, I think initially you said absolutely not. And then what I decided in that moment was I was going to wear you down.
Yeah. As it's healthy to do. If they keep saying no, just keep asking till it's a yes.
I don't like what you're implying, because if I recall, you consider yourself an aficionado now. So
look,
you're playing a dangerous
you brought
game.
me there by force, but I'm not going to say I didn't like it.
You're playing it's a dangerous game you're playing there.
So finally, I'm clockwork oranged out, strapped to the chair. We're going to watch Cats.
Are you saying that I utilized my seniority Like anybody that's in HR is having like an aneurysm right now because it's just the violation of your rights.
Yes, that's exactly.
Do you
what
feel
I'm saying.
better? Do you feel better for having seen it?
Yeah, my life has been enriched.
Come on now.
Yeah,
It's the best part about it is the context of it all. It's the 80s. The AIDS epidemic is raging.
Mm-hmm.
And Andrew Lloyd Webber says, I'm going to heal the world with anthropomorphic felines.
yeah, it's insane.
Wonderful.
Again, this is in reference to the stage play, which we watched all the way through, probably 3 times
Did we watch it that many times?
within like a month.
Because of the insanity of it.
Yeah, we had to keep going back and analyzing it and dissecting it, and it infected our whole lives. I nearly drove my wife away with my use of the word Jellicle.
Well, there were a lot of Jellicle days. We're in a bit of a Jellicle time right now.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
say.
a very Jellicle moment.
For sure.
We were theory crafting what it all meant. What?
I think we should touch upon that a little bit.
Yeah, I think we settled on it being some sort of doomsday cult to an eldritch horror.
See, let me refresh. Let me jog your memory.
Yeah.
Cats make so much more sense as a horror film
Right.
because it is rich people in a cult worshiping an eldritch deity. And at the end of the film, all of their worship,
At the end of the Jellicle ball.
the Jellicle ball, so to speak,
Right.
their lives are so horrible, they want to die.
Yeah, they must offer sacrifice unto it.
And then they're born anew.
And again, if you've watched the new movie, this might not make as much sense. But in the stage play, they lower down what I think is supposed to be a chandelier, but looks so much like some nightmare lighted hand of some
It is
being
a tentacled beast.
that will just
It's Yog Sothoth, is what it is.
yeah, lifts the chosen Jellicle
For rebirth.
yeah, up into the skies where they are never to be seen again.
And everyone is thrilled. There is joy and happiness until the next Jellicle ball next year.
Yeah. Oh, it's incredible.
Oh, listen,
It will sort of explain the fact that 2 of the cats have mystical powers.
yes, there is magic, right? There is.
Right.
Because McCavity, the arch villain, which I don't even understand why you need a conflict in this insanity.
I like to think that taken in the light that we're talking about
He's the hero.
he is. He's the one who broke with the cult, and he's really just trying to stop this ceremony from happening.
But the only way to get through to them is that he has to don his outfit. Like he has to like they won't listen to him if he approaches them as a man, so he has to dress up as a cat.
Yeah. And he would have succeeded. He would have stopped the whole ceremony, but for their own mystical feline.
Oh, no. Well.
Never have I ever.
He broke the laws of physics. McCavity brought everyone
Yeah.
to safety, right? And they're all looking at each other in the light of day like, holy
Right.
shit, we're wearing cat suits. What have we fucking done? And then Mr. Mistopheles rolls up and sprinkles the fair.
Magical
Like,
Mr. Mistopheles.
do you think there is no magic and he's just hitting them with like LSD or something? Just gives them another dose.
Yeah, maybe.
And then they're all back in it, right? They're all cats again.
Yeah, they see each other as cats again.
Oh.
Again, I have to go back to the stage play. And we're going to talk about the movie too, because fuck the movie. Fuck the movie.
The fact that you hate it so much is the funniest part for me, just because you were so reluctant. I said to you, we need to watch this because it's insane. And you're like, I don't want to watch that. And we watched it, and now you actively dislike the film.
You approached me as a grown man who's never had much of an interest in stage plays, musicals, any of it. And you said, hey, we're going to watch an hour and 45 minutes of Cats, the stage play, shot on someone's camcorder from the back of the goddamn stage.
That's not
Theater.
true, okay? That was professionally shot, and you know it,
And
okay?
you know it's grainy. By today's...
Yeah, because it was like shot in 91.
Yeah. So, okay, there's old-ass footage of a stage play of people dancing around, dressed up as cats, singing about what it's like to be a cat.
Look, you
And it changed my life. It was fantastic.
You've known me for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not just pulling that shit out of nowhere. Like, I'm not just like, oh, I want to get you into musicals, and this is the perfect way in. No, this is holy shit. This was a thing that was the most popular musical in the world.
It had every right to be.
But I don't know if everyone was looking at it the same way. Like, people are just delighted. They're like, the cats sing. Oh, it's wonderful. No.
I like it our way.
Oh, way better.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
That's how you give it new life.
All right.
You don't get James Fat Fuck Corden out there being himself, dressed as, not even dressed, they use the CGI, horrible. That's not how you bring cats back.
No.
It's a eldritch horror.
And again, I'm going to go back to, you're going to come to find out, I love Mr. Mistopheles.
Yeah, he's a bit of a Mistopheles
I'm a big
fanboy.
Mistopheles fan. In the stage play, he pops up, they sing him in. They sing him in knowing he's going to solve all their problems. He comes down on like a rainbow, like a rainbow line, immediately teleports him back, solves the problem within an instant.
And he's shooting fire. Like
Lightning.
Lightning is
And
what
then,
it was.
after solving the problem, he dances around shooting lightning out of his hands. He's just showboating. He's just...
But he's cocky for a reason.
Right, it's because he has he's a fucking magical cat.
Now, you know who my favorite is?
Oh, yeah.
The old Rum Tum Tugger.
Oh, who could blame you? I'd never blame you for loving the Rum Tum.
He's the pansexual character in the play, and he fucks everyone.
I feel like a good cult always has to have like those heavy sexual implications, and he's all of it.
Well,
He's
but here's the thing.
all of the fucking.
Yeah, but look, Old Deuteronomy is getting his.
Oh, yeah,
He's the
for
leader.
sure.
He's getting his. But Rum Tum Tugger, everyone has taken a ride.
Rum Tum Tugger is the one who is outside of the cat costume, interacting with society, bringing young ladies and men into it. Like, it's the seduction.
He's the one that gets you into it.
It's
like you
the
meet him,
seduction.
you meet him at like a coffee shop, and he's a cool dude or something, and you're like, "Hey, I really dig your whole vibe." And he's like, "Oh, you like it, huh?"
Yeah. Well, we have a club that meets.
At the full moon. Wow.
That was a fantastic Rum Tum.
Thank you. I'm glad I brought you back there.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me why you don't like the movie version.
I can't. The fucking movie, Mr. Mistopheles.
He's not sure of himself.
No. They bring him, they sing him up. Their whole song is them trying to work him up to being able to teleport. No lightning bolts. He's not riding down on a rope of rainbows. He's not immediately solving the problem. They're jerking him off like, "Oh, you can do it." And he's like, "Oh, I'm not sure of myself." No, that's not my Mistopheles.
Well, the new character, whatever that chick they like brought in to be the point of view character, she's the one that's like, "Oh, I could love you. Maybe I could love you if you could just teleport us away."
Yeah. He doesn't need that. That's not my Mistopheles. My Mistopheles, immediate teleportation, lightning bolts. He's a wizard.
Do you think it would be better if there were buttholes in it? Like if they released the butthole cut.
Oh, yeah, the little cat assholes on
Yeah,
all
like
of
do you
them.
think that would add to it a bit?
I think that it would... I don't know.
I mean, it's not going to take away.
It would make it seem more of like a self-aware parody, which is what it should have been.
The worst thing in that film for me, honestly, it has some doozies. But
It is a lot of bad things.
The worst thing in that film is the fact that I had to watch Gandalf go
Oh!
meow, 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 meow.
Are you talking about Asparagus the theater cat?
I'm talking about fucking Gandalf the Grey. Somehow teleported. This is what he was doing when he died. Like,
Oh, it was the worst. That was so upsetting.
Yeah, but he comes back as Gandalf the White, so it's fine.
It
Like
was
he died with the Balrog, and this is what happened.
this is between
Yeah.
gray and the white.
This is what he was doing. Like they like to sell it like it was just like this ethereal white thing he was meeting. Like the
living endless lives in between.
No. What he was doing was he was Asparagus the theater cat. And then after that was, eventually he gets his and he comes back as Gandalf the White. And that is how Cats is connected to Lord of the Wings. You're welcome. Lord of the Wings.
Lord of the Wings.
Yeah. That's what they named the Eldritch Horror.
That's a good sticker.
Which part of it?
You just make a little fucking Lord of the Wings.
Yeah, Lord of the Wings.
Big
I
old
was
bucket of
thinking more
wings.
like Gandalf the theater cat might be a better sticker.
Hey, whichever,
Oh.
Anyway, yeah. So, you forced Cats into my life. You gave me strong opinions on it, and now for some reason I have to love like the theater version and like have a strong opinion towards like the differences in the characters.
I love that I've turned you into like a yuppie.
I hate it.
Oh, it's so funny. Like if we were at a wine party, I don't know if that's a thing, and I poured you a mega pint of wine,
Yeah.
you could say to people, yes, I thought the theater version was far superior to that god-awful film version.
Yeah.
And then you get to back it up.
I feel, again, like I always go into weird scenarios with my head. Like it gets in my headspace though that like I'm gonna be like, oh, I was very into like the stage play of Cats. That's really what I preferred. And then there's gonna be a guy who approached me. He's like, wow, if you like, it's gonna rum tum tugger me.
Wait, so the rum tum tugger dude just like puts his hand on your shoulder and he's like, hey,
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta do the voice.
You wanna-
Rum tum.
you like the theater version of Cats, huh?
He's got like the big mane.
I like to think he doesn't have the mane, but he does have like the bodysuit. So like you can see the start of it, you know?
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a little tease. And he's like, why don't you come with me? We got some cool cats hanging out.
Do you think you go if you get that?
Of course, are you
Yeah, I was
fucking out of
gonna
your
say, I
mind? Like
think I'd
that's your
go.
Alice in Wonderland moment.
Yeah, I
you
think I gotta
fucking
go.
absolutely go.
It's weird, but I think I'd be like, all right, well,
I'm terrified of everything. And even I'm like, well, I have. Wow.
all right. We didn't want to talk about Cats the whole fucking time.
No.
That should be plenty on it, you know.
Right. Yeah, let me know if you guys are into cats because I'd love to talk to you guys about it.
Oh, it's
Maybe we start our
ridiculous.
own cult. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Cult of cats. All right. So let me talk about this. Let me tell you what so I've been I go through bouts of depression. I've talked about it. I'm pretty open about my sadness.
Yeah.
And one of the ways that I cope is I tend to reach for the nostalgia button and I push that. And so I decided to watch a program that I watched when I was a younger boy.
Yeah. Well, what show was that?
That would be The Heart of the Cards.
Oh, like the Your Move. Remember
Your move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open up like that. A little bit of
Na, na, na.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah.
We need to talk about this.
Oh, I'd love to.
I didn't get far. That's a lie. I watched the entire first arc. That's a damn bold-faced lie. I didn't get far. I watched the entire first arc.
Mm-hmm.
Pegasus is Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh yeah,
right.
He is. He's definitely an Epstein.
My God. He's Epstein. He he has a yacht instead of a jet.
So okay, yeah. He's lured children. So, it is children to his island.
Right. He has an island.
Like, it wasn't explicitly children invited, but it's a goddamn collectible card game tournament.
He owns it, right? Like that's the whole bag. So, but he's not just luring. Here's the problem. He's not just luring children to his island.
Yeah.
He's kidnapping people. He kidnapped Yugi's grandfather. Stole his soul.
I was gonna say, he didn't just kidnap him. He ripped the man's soul from his body.
This guy is so much Jeffrey Epstein. He's making deals with Egyptian demon gods to steal the soul of an old man to lure his grandson to his island to play a card. Yugi boy. Oh my God, he's such a pedophile.
Oh God, yeah, he is. But it's so funny.
It is insane. Like, here's the thing. Millions and millions and millions of dollars this is raised.
Yeah.
Nobody thought, like, no one in the meeting was like, yo, he seems kind of like he's really into, he's a grown man, his hair's white.
The whole show was insane.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Let's talk about Kaiba for a minute.
He's like, what is he like? He's like a so
I love him.
He's like a 14-year-old kid, and they just give him a corporation.
Right near the end of that first arc, right near the end of it, he's gonna lose a card game. He's about to lose to Yugi, and so he stands on the edge of it's like a castle or some shit.
It's on the pedophile island.
Yeah, on the pedophile island.
All right.
He's on the top of a castle. Yeah. He's like, if you beat me, I'm killing myself.
The greatest thing to me, right, is like he's almost Bruce Wayne, right? His parents are dead.
Are they?
Yeah, he inherited, or I thought they were.
No, he was adopted. Well, yeah, I guess they're dead, but he was adopted by some rich guy.
He's like the head of a corporation, though, right?
Yeah.
Right, because they're
Why
dead.
do I remember so much about Kaiba's backstory?
Because that's who you identified with.
Him and his brother Mokuba.
That's who you identified with.
Were adopted by some rich douchebag.
He was angry. He was an angry boy.
Yeah, and his father was very abusive and was just like, "Hey, you gotta learn to be a big businessman," and he did, and they just eventually bought him out.
He's like 14 or 16 in the show.
Something stupid.
So this adolescent has been given control of a multi-billion-dollar corporation, flies to Pedophile Island with Pegasus, and then threatens to jump from the top of the castle if he loses a card game.
Yeah.
Because what was his prize? Do you remember?
It was entrance into the finals of the card game.
No. I thought he didn't want anything. He just wanted to be there.
Yeah, he had to because Jeffrey Epstein... what was his fucking name? Pegasus, thank you. Wow, that slipped me. Had also stolen his brother's soul, if you recall.
So this guy is just out in the world.
He's ripping souls out of children, old men.
None of the governments of the world are doing anything about this.
No, he's trapping souls. He's a billionaire. He has an island.
He's a billionaire who traps souls. They just let him conduct his business.
How long was the island operating? You know what I mean?
Oh my God, like celebrities are flying there and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's what happened. The billionaire flew out there.
Yeah. It doesn't really hold up.
Yeah. It's totally unrealistic.
In all fairness, like that was going on. Like it's not like the Epstein thing is new.
No. Do you think Epstein was like on the island and he like happened to catch an episode? He's like, it's funny.
I think it goes one of two ways. I think either some of the writers of Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe escaped the island.
This is like their lampshade, like their way of like talking about it.
Yeah, they're trying to trying to warn people. Either that or, I mean, that's the. Yeah, or Epstein watches it before he's like rich, and he goes,
Yeah.
"That's who I'm gonna be."
He idolized him. He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Island.
a castle, young people, a card game, Yugi, all of that. That's for me. Literally earns billions of dollars.
You think Epstein just walk around like a gold eye?
We never saw what went on there.
No, we
I
didn't.
like to think he had a long wig,
A red suit.
a red suit, and a gold eye. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's not great. It's very bad. I don't know why I said that.
There are going to be fans of Yu-Gi-Oh that hear this that are just going to be like, "Fuck you! You don't understand the heart of the cards."
It's not like that.
Yeah. He had a tragic backstory. He misses his wife.
Is that what it was about?
Yeah, some shit like
He
that.
missed his wife, so he
Yeah,
kidnapped souls.
yeah, and he brought kids to his island. He kidnapped souls in order to bring children to his island to appease an Egyptian demon god. Yeah, he missed his fucking wife. What an asshole. Yugi. Yeah, fuck you, Pegasus.
Oh, the whole thing was fucking wild.
He dies, right? He must die.
I have no idea, actually.
I think he dies.
I
or
think-
he maybe goes to the shadow.
So everything I remember about this series is from my childhood, and I only remember like certain arcs of it.
Yeah.
Nothing like too vivid. Remember, like they had like the Battle City type arc.
I don't remember it. All I remember is that he lured them to the island to have the thing, right?
Yeah.
And then I vaguely remember like Yu-Gi-Oh would just start yelling about like dark magician.
Okay, yeah, he'd yell about it, and I want to talk about this. Halfway through like a majority of his games, he would get like a foot taller, and no one questioned it.
Yeah, because he also had an Egyptian demon god, right? Like
Yeah,
that
he
was the
did.
secret.
Like an Egyptian pharaoh.
It's really funny because he's the bug-eyed anime character, and he's like, "Oh, the heart of the cards."
Like, have you ever seen the meme
And
of
then-
like the 5'11" and 6 feet is what he was
Yeah,
going?
yeah. But it's not just the height, right? Like his
Yeah.
voice changes and shit
Oh,
too.
really?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh,
He went from like a small,
like a boy
he was like a prepubescent boy
to
in
an
middle
Egyptian
school
pharaoh that
to
looked
like a grown man. It's like a deep voice.
but they look the same too.
Yeah.
So like it's like one of those things where what if they didn't look the same?
That would be very... I don't know. It's already very jarring. I don't know how much more jarring it could be.
You want to know how it gets more jarring?
How?
He animorphs into the frog character from Spirited.
It's an animorph.
Yugi, are you? His friend Joey was like,
Face is just distending.
I think of it like an American Werewolf in London sort of shit. It hurts too. Like it's not even a gentle transition. Oh, and his fucking friend was like that horrible fake New York accent. Hey, Yugi, what's going
I
on?
love him.
Pizza pie.
Joey Wheeler, dude.
He had like that huge tumor that was covering his hair
my
or some
God.
shit.
Yeah. And you had like...
What was his thing? Like his sister was blind or something?
His sister was blind. He was going to make her not blind. You know what's fucking weird, too? She was, like, just blind, but they kept her at the hospital like she was fucking dying.
Yeah, like, you can't be out in the world because...
This freak show.
Right, like, keep her away from society. She's making us feel bad.
Oh, and he had some sort of, like, weird, reoccurring sexual humiliation nightmare with Kaiba.
Oh, is that a thing?
Dude, he was, like, dressed up as a dog. He was getting berated by, like, Kaiba standing... It was a very... You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. Give him one of those fucking things.
But, like, what kind of an insult is that?
I don't know, dude.
Like, I'd just be like, you're a fucking loser, dude.
All right, dude, you're
Yeah.
about to kill
Why don't-
yourself
yeah, why don't you
because
use
you were
those-
going to lose a fucking card game.
Use those billions of dollars to buy yourself some fucking insults, you idiot. You belong on the top of a PS5, you
Go
fuck
take your
boy.
fucking meds, okay?
Oh my god,
Jesus.
dude. You're a third-rate duelist. What a fucking asshole.
Fourth-rate deck, dude.
Oh my god.
Okay, so he was playing to save his sister's eyes, I guess.
Yeah, because obviously we can steal souls.
You know who
and
his
return
other
sight.
rival was? Bandit Keith.
Yeah, he was a grown man too, right?
He was a grown man.
Yeah. Do you think it's weird that he went by Bandit Keith?
Yeah, it was kind of like a weird thing because, like, he was.
It's like a
was he
badge
kinda
of
like
honor.
Was he a racist caricature of Americans?
I don't know, because like Joey Wheeler is obvious. Like, hey, yo, you gee, you
Well,
want a
okay.
pizza pie? You want a mozzarella ball? Huh? My sister's got no eyes. Hey, Kaiba.
But you gotta remember, the show originally is like all Japanese, and like
Yeah, I don't know.
Bandit Keith is supposed to be the American in that set. He's
Oh,
wearing
is
a
it
fucking
the American flag headband that gives
yeah,
it away?
yeah, it might be, dude. He's like some sort of thug who's
God.
trying to kill and bully
Well,
everyone.
when did that come out? That was like mid 2000s.
Right.
God, that was a weird time.
All right. Yeah. It was a weird time. Let's talk about weird choices of characterization in the early 2000s.
What else you got?
Yeah. So, okay, this isn't necessarily a nostalgic one for me. We're gonna stay on the animation. So I've got a kiddo. He's a little toddler now, and I put on YouTube. He got into Sonic movies recently, so I was trying to find something
They're
for him
pretty
to
good.
watch.
They're good
Yeah.
video game movies.
Yeah, as far as they go, pretty watchable. You know, second one was pretty good. So I stumbled across on YouTube for him the entire series of Sonic X. Oh, and it's been such a rabbit hole.
Sonic X.
So I'm just
My
trying to go about my day. I'm very
goodness.
passive. I'm just washing my dishes, you know, getting ready for work, whatever it may be. And he's sitting there watching it. And the insanity of this show was just unraveling to me. I'm not going to make claims that's as insane as Yu-Gi-Oh, but it might be. So
It's tricky because, I mean, immediately you're adding an extra element, right? Because there are little weird creatures that are sentient and speak English.
is that more weird than the guy who is possessed by an ancient Egyptian pharaoh and can grow a foot taller?
No, it all pretty much
It's
I don't
about
know.
level.
You know, yeah, I'd say it's probably right on par.
Yeah, it's all on par. So I didn't realize how racist shows could be back then.
Yeah, you could get away with a lot.
So I'm not going to claim to be the big Sonic X expert. Again, if people want to fact check me on this, I want to talk about it.
I like to think that what you're about to say is going to set off. Like, there's someone out there that loves Sonic X so much.
I like to think that there is, and they haven't watched it since they were a child, and they're going to go back and be like, oh, shit. Once we talk
This
about
is problematic. What do you got? What do you got?
I first started noticing this like a handful of episodes in is they Sonic is with some family, some rich family. I guess they're scientists or whatever. And they've got help around the house. Specifically, they have a Hispanic maid, and just everything she does is as much of a caricature as you could imagine.
So when you showed this to me, right?
Yeah.
I think you described it as think of Mr. Popo from
that's
Dragon Ball.
very much how she's portrayed.
Yeah, that's problematic.
Yeah. I think the first time they show her, she's cleaning to like salsa music. She's making them.
But she has Mr. Popo's mouth too. Like,
Yeah.
it's bad.
Yeah, she is like making them solely Hispanic food. They're all the jokes, how spicy everything is. It's just like it's every stereotype you can make up about Hispanic people are just crammed in within the first few scenes that this woman is in.
Do you think that the meeting,
And of course, she's the maid of the household.
like the storyboarding meeting was like, yeah, and they have this, Latinx maid or whatever. They didn't say that shit.
Yeah, Latinx, that's what they went with.
That's what they said. They were like, they got the, listen.
They're
they
very
said,
socially conscious in the meeting.
That, right, like they know how to be PC. They're corpos. No, they said they got this Mexican maid, is
Yeah.
what they said. And what? Like, oh yeah. What does she do? Oh, she does Mexican shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just gonna be around the house listening to salsa music.
Right, making them spicy food, and the family's trying to.
I like to think they went edgier with it at first, and then we have Ice show up.
like they just take her away. Yeah, but like Sonic has got to be a higher priority for Ice, right?
Yeah, I guess so. He's like an alien, dude.
Right. Does Ice cover that? Like, sorta.
I feel like that's their job. So speaking of Ice showing up to his household,
They're like the shittiest Men in Black.
they have to deal with the maid, Sonic, and the other hired help in the house. And this is what I'm not sure of. Again, Sonic X experts really got to check me on this one. Was this show originally like a Japanese animation, or
I don't think so.
I have no idea.
I think Sonic X was marketed for Americans.
Yeah, probably. Because the other hired help is a offensive caricature of a Japanese man who is
Like,
their
how
butler.
bad? How bad are we talking? Like, is it this bad? Whoa!
It's pretty close. It's on that level where the defining personality traits of this guy is like knowing karate and like his traditional like
Jesus.
yeah, it's like traditional Eastern like values.
Yeah,
and
he's like
everything like
spitting
that.
wisdom at like they're frustrated, and he's like, "You have to be patient," like shit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, brutal.
it's unbelievable.
And like, you know what's the worst part about it is, people consume that then, and we're just like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So again, you have to understand, I came into this, I'm watching this as a father on the sidelines. My son's just sitting, 4 years old, just soaking it up like, yup.
I don't think any of that probably registers though,
No.
right?
He's soaking up. He's like, that's how those people act.
That's how those people act, and that's how bigotry is created, right?
Yeah, my
there.
son's now a huge bigot.
I like that you just are coming out swinging at the creators of Sonic X, and me too, though, with Yu-Gi-Oh. Like,
Oh, but it gets even weirder with Sonic X.
all right, so we got some racial caricatures.
Yeah, but
Okay.
this is absolutely my favorite part
What do you
in
got?
many ways.
What are you hitting me with?
So amongst the cast of like the little anthropomorphic animals, little fucking 2 foot tall.
Yeah, you get your
anthropomorphic
Sonic, your
things.
Knuckles, Tails,
Amy,
Amy, right? Amy's Sonic's
Cream.
girl, right?
Cheese.
You have cream and cheese?
Yeah.
That's good.
And you have Rouge.
The rum-tum tugger of the Sonic X world.
Yes, very much so.
Love her.
And
Let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
You getting in that?
Yeah,
Of course. All right, good.
unquestionably.
Don't even lie
Wow.
about it.
I just went on. I just went on recording as saying I am unquestionably going in on Rouge the Bat, and
You know what? If you didn't, I think you'd have to probably take a look at yourself.
yeah,
Yeah, probably.
all right.
Rouge is
Fair.
hot. All in. All in.
I think objectively Rouge is not hot.
No, but there's something about her.
Yeah,
You think
you
it's-
know what it is about her? And this is originally what made me really take notice of this show. I called him immediately to
You
talk
did.
about this.
You told me you were upset, and I thought it was something I did.
Yeah, but I explained it, and you watch, and you're like, yeah,
Yeah, but then I also
I
kind
had
of was
every
like,
right. So, this character, it doesn't matter what scene she's in. It can be a fight. It can be them just all around talking about something. It doesn't matter. It'll have consistent mood-setting music for all the characters, for the scene, everything going on. The second the camera pans over Rouge the Bat, it is just fucking sexy sax music instantly.
dude,
Like, this is music to fuck to.
the
Immediately.
best part about all of it is too, is that it's not that's not even an exaggeration. Like, they'll be mid-fight, and the fight music will be like,
Yeah.
and then it'll pan to her, and they just like jam it in. Think, Because they have to.
And it can be like a split second.
Yeah, it's so
it
unnatural.
pans off of her and
It's
right
gone.
back in.
Yeah, it's gone. We're back to the.
Yeah. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's jarring.
She did try to force herself on Tails, though.
Yeah.
Not to bring the Pegasus angle back in, but you know.
Did we ever watch that?
I don't know.
I don't think we ever found that scene. Yeah, she's a bit of a pedophile as well.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
what
I
we
take back
out.
what I said about her then.
Yeah, you just not.
Maybe I'm not all in anymore.
What was Epstein's lady? The
She's like the Gershine or whatever the fuck Maxwell of. Yeah, I like to imagine that like Pegasus and her meet up. You know, it's like a Wreck-It Ralph situation where they're all meeting up and shit. And he's just like, oh yes, Yugi, he's such a tender little morsel. And she's just like, it's like, and she's like, oh, Tails. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like the meeting of the pedophiles.
On the island.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would work out.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so there you go.
It was insane.
I think we'll put this one to bed.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, give a little plug.
Give it a little plug?
Yeah, give us a little plug.
Look, so I'll give you the plug on the TikTok, which is under Partially Proficient. Currently lacking in much content, but looking to remedy that. I have a lot recorded that just needs to be edited out. Come on around if you want to learn how to paint models, make terrain. I'm no expert by any means, which is, where the name comes from, but I'm getting better every day, and, if you want to pick up some tips and take the journey with me, then love to have you around.
All right, Paul, thanks for coming on Partially Proficient. He is on TikTok, and we'll see if we can get him on some other social media stuff as well.
Yeah, working on setting up the YouTube as well.
All right, guys, so we'll call this one done and in the books. So that's episode 4 of Catalyst Corner. So, yeah, I'm tired today after that. That was a lot of pedophilia.
Yeah, it was heavy on the pedophilia today.
All right, guys, you know where to find us. Thanks for tuning in. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. And, yeah, we'll catch the whole crew on the next one.